Yeah. Is it better? Can you hear any like lagging or the?
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
There I am. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me at all?
Yeah, I can hear you, Meryl.
Oh, ew. Say something then. Rude. Make a little bit of a stir fry.
I'm keep my video. Hey, Soul.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Hi.
Sorry, I love that picture back there. That picture that you have hanging.
Oh, thanks.
Yay.
In the back.
Can everyone hear? Or am I not?
Crazy. Thank you.
Why can't I hear?
So
I
you
know,
good,
like,
audio?
self-conceited, Saul.
Huh?
So conceited of
Join
you.
audio.
It's
Join
crazy
audio.
because
Computer
it's
audio.
my
Yeah, do that one. There you
little
go.
fun fact. Today I put in one of my artworks in an art show, so tomorrow I'm gonna go see.
Oh, were you just not going to tell anyone about this, bitch?
Well, I honestly, this is very sporadic, but I was just like, honestly, let me just do it because, you know, I did it.
Why
so
not? Right. Okay.
I know.
I'm welcoming everyone.
Literally, I'll keep you guys filled in to see if
You're
it's just like you can win an award. So I was like, okay.
Really?
Yeah. So I was like, oh, sweet.
How much is the award? I mean,
I have no idea
third-party
what the
bystander.
award is actually.
Guess
I feel like
what
Andre
I
would have been here.
have?
True.
What? Deb, what do you have?
5 participant. He's in here. He's not.
Say anything?
He's not saying anything, and he's muted.
All
And
right.
his
We need to have you turn on your video.
We need you to participate.
There's only
Sir.
5 participants. Still waiting on the whole gang.
You guys see my background?
I fucking love that shit. First of all, let me tell you
That's
something.
cute.
Let me tell you something. Wow. I'm very proud.
I'm like,
Okay.
how do I do my background?
Right?
You
I'm
guys-
like, let me change mine. Andre, we can't hear you.
There we go. Can you hear me?
There we go.
There you go.
We're live, guys.
This is Addison. She came to steal some AA batteries.
Grab that for her.
Yeah.
By the way,
We're
Addison, nice
together.
video. I see you on that video with Anthony Gill. Meryl.
Period.
I'm just kidding.
So,
Let me grab my book.
Beverly, you like it?
all right. So, guys,
Literally.
waiting for everyone to jump in, and then we'll start here in a couple minutes. Ew, that sounds like work.
No rush. I am still
I
cooking
know.
my
Ew, you do
dinner.
sound like work.
Same. Do you want to
TSD.
see? I made some stir
Oh.
fry for these for these hoes, me and Cindy.
Oh, wow.
You have to go in the other room now because the feedback.
You can hear it?
For sure.
Are y'all in the same
Oh.
house or place?
Yeah.
She was supposed to
Why
use a
would
computer.
y'all
I don't
not
know what's wrong with that.
Term.
There we go. Who's in right now?
One place.
Let's see. Jamie, get her in.
Okay,
Hey.
period.
Hi, Solia.
Hey, girl. How you doing?
I can't hear anything.
She's the
Yeah.
oh. How do I make it to where I can see everyone at once? Oh, the thing that literally says view. Got it.
Why is
Wait.
everyone
I
act
need
like
it.
they don't actually do these things in
Gallery.
our L at work?
You're
So we
ridiculous.
actually use Teams.
Right, we use Teams.
Should have used Teams. You're right. That
I
I know
don't
how
know
to
what
work.
they do over there in Fidelity, but we use Teams over here.
Disgusting.
fucking-
It's poverty, huh? Poverty.
Wait, how do you see everyone?
So if you go,
Oh, go to
I don't know what y'all are
view.
using. Yeah.
View?
Hi, Jamie.
Hey.
Hi, Jamie.
I want to
Welcome.
get on so that I can take a picture.
I finally got my drink. Django's joining in with us.
Period. He's got best friend with horns right
Love
here.
that.
He's on the photo.
Are we supposed to have a drink?
Oh, this is better.
Yeah.
Do you got some tea, Meryl?
Some
Did
tea?
you with the background? I hate you, bro.
I know, right?
Stop.
Guys, I told you this is recording. It has to be official.
Jamie
Joy's back
looks
there,
so
like-
cute.
I know Jamie looks so gorgeous.
Literally.
I had to
In it.
make that up a little bit, but the dog already fucked it up. But it's fine.
Damn.
Django.
Wait,
Yeah,
where's
you see the rabbit?
Mariah? Isn't she the one that has like the questions?
She did, but I don't know. Let me text her, bro. Because I was talking to her earlier.
I might be curating it. But
You might be
everyone's
Bella.
basically. But
Wait, is
your
Bella
computer
here?
started?
Abby.
Abby is. Oh, Bev's paused. Okay.
Bev forgot
Um,
to add, or Cindy forgot to add Abby. That's why.
No, Abby said she's finding her headphones, but she's gonna join us. She's gonna be a little bit late.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I can finally show you my dinner since it's done. We're still learning how to meal prep, ladies.
Oh,
But
Oh.
You meal prep on Tuesdays?
this is self-learning.
Sorry,
It's a
there's
work in
judgment there.
progress.
Let me chill.
oh. Meryl, is that your screen?
What is?
Oh wait. She's not presented yet. I still got the spoon in here, the serving spoon. Who am
Let's
I?
all kind of like. Where's everyone at on chapters?
We better be on the same
I'm not
fucking
gonna lie to
chapter.
y'all. I didn't know we were going to chapter 5, so I went to chapter 7.
Oh, that's
I
fine.
finished
That's
the
fine. I'm
book.
there too. Yeah.
I
finished the
okay,
book.
so I read chapter 6. I'm at
Who
chapter
finished the
7.
book?
No, it's like she's like,
Is
I
someone
actually
finished?
finished the book.
Right.
No.
No, but actually.
And I was thinking I was hella behind because I thought we were gonna have this hell like halfway done. I was like, shit, I just got it on Sunday.
Dude,
Girl,
yeah,
this ain't
I
no
was like,
assignment. We were just doing a post to see if everyone was reading anything.
Right.
Honestly, though, chapter 5 was so
I'm-
short. Like
Yeah.
she was like 2 pages.
well,
Well, I looked
you
ahead.
know,
This book
I
has
don't think
36
so.
chapters.
Wow, we haven't even.
So then we're gonna do what, 7 check-ins
No.
every 5
We're gonna.
chapters?
This is just kind of beginning check-in. Let's talk about it, and then at the end of the month, I feel like we should all maybe be like done.
Dunzo?
2 weeks from now.
Is that what everyone's thinking, or because I thought that was the deadline? Abby,
I think. Abby,
Honestly.
hey, she's in here. What I was gonna say was, I think we should be like close to the end, so like chapter 20 by this time, and then
like by the end of the month, we should be at like chapter 20.
yeah, and then the 2 weeks after that, so it'd be like the week of December 10th and all that
Mhm.
jazz. That to be like finished because it
Gotcha.
gives us more time of like, more time to read it as well. Because I know everyone has a jam-packed schedule.
Hey.
Abby can
Oh my god, where's she at? I
welcome.
still have no idea how to work this.
I just asked her to unmute herself.
Oh.
Oh, there she is.
Hello.
Oh, good morning.
Oh, good morning.
What did you get done?
Right.
Yeah.
No
We're
comment?
all just checking in on like what chapters we are. I think last time you said chapter 5.
Didn't we all finish chapter 5?
Yes.
Yes.
We should have all been past chapter 5.
Beverly
Honestly,
used,
yeah, we could probably
Jordan
read
as
like
audio. Fucking what do you call it?
Audiobook?
Audiobook. Jordan was reading it out loud to her.
That's so funny.
Andre, what are you concocting over there? I saw a bottle.
I'm making an espresso martini. I have a lot of alcohol.
ooh,
For someone that's not 21.
That's a martini.
Babes.
I love that for
Martini?
you.
House full of sinners.
I am on my second drink. We did drink a little bit on overtime. Just to make the hours go by a little bit better.
Okay.
You can chat in here. Crazy.
Waiting for Beverly
Cindy,
to.
I cannot with your
Yeah,
background.
where did Beverly go?
She said her computer had to restart.
Gang,
and
gang.
So that's why.
Oh, she's really bringing the like work environment here. Restarts.
Right.
She's
Having
like,
technical
no,
difficulties.
Wi-Fi's out. Can't join.
Cap.
I'm trying to. So, what's the APT on Mo? I know Beverly's restarting her thing.
I texted her. She hasn't replied to me back.
She's like, bye. I'm done with the book.
She also was in Denver yesterday and just got home, so I'm sure she's trying to get simulated.
Okay.
So she might be working, TBH.
No way.
Wasn't-
Okay, well,
wasn't
that-
this her idea?
I'm
just
so
kidding.
sorry. I thought that I was muted.
when Beverly comes back, I'm gonna wait for like 7:15 because this Zoom actually cuts off at like 8. So when Beverly comes back, let me call this bitch. We can start like dissecting the book.
Period.
Talk amongst yourself.
LOL. How do you
Didn't hear like
guys
this.
look at each other? Like, is that a thing?
Are you not looking at us, Talia?
I am, but it's like every time someone talks, they pop up.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
go
the
to
whole thing.
view and then click gallery.
So when you say view, right? Where is that button?
It's by the
Go-
X up at the top right. So
So
like right
are you
underneath it.
using your phone?
Top right. I'm using a computer.
The top
When you
right
hover
of
around
the
it, it should pop
Zoom.
up.
Because my phone is too slow. You know what? It's fine. Everyone, we'll just have to talk amongst ourselves. And
Oh,
make
we
sure
can screen share so that we can show you.
LOL. No, you're
Someone
Yeah.
want to offer their
Er.
assistance? Okay, there's an iPhone that came in. I think it's
Is
Beverly.
it Bev?
Is it?
Mariah?
Yeah.
Question mark.
Dun,
it's
dun,
Bev.
dun.
Oh, that's
Okay, I'm back.
There she is.
period.
Period. Hold on a second. Who's the furthest, actually? I feel like so everyone's on 7.
Ooh, no, I'm on 6.
I thought we were supposed to stop. I didn't read any further. 'Cause I thought
Yeah,
everyone
no,
guys
like I
honestly
stopped at
think-
6.
I did on accident.
You
so
guys,
don't
there's no
problem.
pressure. We were stopping
No.
while we were all
Y'all some
like
bitches.
reading.
Y'all some bitches.
Yeah, it got juicy and I was like,
It really did get juicy, huh?
It
Ew.
did.
I did.
I think when it like okay, so from chapter let's break it down here, right? From chapter 1 to chapter 5, baby, I was reading that shit like fucking
Can we
water. I was like, wow.
Did we
Like,
get out?
talk about
it was just
how much of a
flowing.
dumb bitch they are as parents.
oh,
First,
Because.
literally,
Because. Wow.
It's like the math is not
Okay,
mathing.
let's
Ew,
go.
Cindy.
literally.
I hate you.
I'm fucking around with my
Someone
MacBook
sedate
here.
her.
There's really cool features on here. I was gonna say, y'all want to go around and say who you have an inkling of, like, who do you think it is?
Sure.
Oh, it's definitely.
okay, let's go down the list.
Okay, we'll start with Saul.
Got it. I think
Y'all hear her?
No.
Dang. Ooh.
Talia, did you just mute yourself?
that it,
So,
I think
Salia,
it's
you
the-
cut off
Let me retract
heavy?
that statement. I think they introduced the babysitter in chapter 1. The babysitter.
One
Babysitter.
more time.
Babysitter.
Babysitter.
Really?
Babysitter.
Babysitter.
Okay, well, no. Salia says babysitter. There's no why, yes. Okay, Jamie, next.
Cynthia. Cynthia for sure.
Ooh, that
Cynthia is the
bitch,
mom, right?
She can catch his hand.
She's the neighbor.
Oh,
Cynthia's
Cynthia's
the
the neighbor.
neighbor.
She just
the
so happened to be
hot
smoking
neighbor.
outside with her mans, but Anne was
She's
inside,
the hot.
and then
neighbor.
she just, already
Yes.
has kids. She already doesn't. She already flirt with her
Said
husband.
no kids
Come on
allowed.
now. If flirt
Yeah.
with the husband, she wants to get
Right.
with the husband. First thing you gotta do, get rid of the kid.
Can we talk about how they never even mentioned until like the later, like chapter 5, that the neighbor said no kids allowed? Like, I feel like that was the first thing I would have mentioned. Like, my neighbor didn't want kids to be there.
I think
Yeah.
they just don't want to look sus though. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
that's,
I mean, point it to someone
It's
else.
too late for that.
Abby, who do you have an idea that it could be based on what you've read?
I think it was both of the couple, Cynthia
Is it-
and what's the husband's name?
Marco?
Graham?
I forgot.
No,
not
the
Marco.
neighbor.
Oh, the neighbor couple?
Like Greg?
Yeah.
What was his name?
Is it Graham?
Graham? Yeah.
Graham. I think it was both of them because like they mentioned how they don't want kids or whatever, but it's like
So they want to keep partying with them, so they kill their baby?
That's wild.
I mean, why is the book called The Couple Next Door?
I mean,
that's a good
valid.
point.
Read between the
True. Let's bring that up in the.
Or just read the front page.
or just read the book.
The book.
Well, Cindy was
Um,
talking about how there's a possibility that it could be like they're the couple, like the couple next door that they're talking about, you know?
Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm switching to my phone. And
So. Oh, we
Okay.
lost her.
Number 6.
Henri. Oh.
Team is not that hard.
Who do you think it is?
So I actually have like a very odd take on it because the mom has postpartum depression,
Yes.
which kind of brings me to believe, because typically you'll have postpartum depression if something went wrong in the pregnancy. So I'm like, what if she killed it? Like a lot of like videos that I've seen, like they killed the baby or they've hidden the baby or just something in that aspect.
Like maybe she doesn't know what she did.
She like
Yeah.
went through psychosis with that depression and that PTSD.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's crazy.
good take.
That's a good one.
Thought.
How creepy is it to know, like, while they were checking, someone, let's say it's not them, someone was in that house, like, waiting for them to leave to take the baby. Like, that freaks me out. Just like that feeling.
Yeah.
Because didn't they say
I
they
feel-
unscrewed the what
The
is it
light
called?
bulb, the
Yeah.
sensor light.
The only
But I'm
thing that
just
doesn't make sense
confused.
about that theory, though, is that the cadaver dogs didn't sense anything. Like, if the baby was dead, it would have been in the house. They would have smelt it. It would be ringing off of the woman.
But like
Yeah, that's
true.
also, I'm just confused as to how they had the little microphone thing. What is it called? The baby sensors,
Right. And it's
Monitor?
broken.
Baby monitor?
and they
Broke it.
didn't hear anything.
At all, right? Not even the baby moving.
You know what that
Like-
that might suggest that the baby. Well, no,
Wasn't there beforehand.
Because then
Well, because they said that
cadaver.
the thing was broken, so that's why they couldn't see anything. But then at the same time, though, why didn't they fix it? Like, where
I don't
was
know.
Right.
the husband?
gotta
Like, why is he being
realize,
sus?
baby.
Because
Y'all, do you think
Yeah.
it's okay? This is a wild theory, right? So, do you think this can do like? Oh, is that me?
that was
That
me.
was-
Sorry.
There. So like she left. Oh, where'd she go?
But wild theory, right? Like she actually did end up, killing. Like the mom ended up killing her, and then you know how they found that the throw up, like in between, like the thing, like maybe that was to throw off the cadaver dogs or something.
But didn't she throw up when she found out the baby was gone? Is that the throw up you're talking about?
No, like she said that when she completely forgot to mention that she breastfed the baby before she left on her last trip
Oh,
there.
you're right. Mhm.
And I was like, how do you
Right.
forget to
Yeah.
mention that? I was upset for the detective. I'm like,
Because
you guys
then
are
wasn't
not
she
helping
drinking?
me.
So she was breastfeeding and drinking.
Yeah, because remember she
Yeah,
was like,
which you're not.
"They're gonna judge me."
The thing is that
Adding
that's
to the
not
list.
necessarily abnormal because
No, it
like
isn't.
women still do that because you can just buy whatever the
Like,
fuck it's
stuff
called. You know
that
what I'm
makes
talking
you
about?
off
Like
the
they don't
formula.
have to breastfeed. Yeah, you can buy formula. So she probably
Well-
just wouldn't have breastfed in the next couple of days and just bought formula. It's not a big deal.
Because she
Your
did say
friend
that she
used
was
to do
going to
that
do
all
the
the
pump and
time.
dump.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but your
she was
friend
like,
used
"I
to do
need to
that
pump
all
and
the
dump."
time where she would like
Oh.
drink wine and then she's like, oh, it helps him sleep if I have him sleep.
Party on.
like,
Yeah, I was like,
raging.
oh my God.
What in the shameless?
Literally.
What in the
And the
shameless?
shame.
But the vomit though, like cadaver dogs are supposed to be trained to work no matter the
Let-
conditions. Like
let's
nothing will
ask
get in
Ross.
the way.
Well, I thought the
Ross-
kidnapping was there only in case the baby died
Ross,
prior to
come here.
leaving the house,
Ross?
right?
Good. What'd you
So
say,
if the
JP?
baby just got kidnapped, isn't the point of the cadaver dogs only to tell if the baby
was
died
killed.
prior to leaving
Died.
the house?
That
Correct.
is only the
So if
reason.
the
That's
baby
exactly
still got
why.
kidnapped, the cadaver dogs still can't find anything, even if someone did go in there and take him.
That's true.
If
So I don't
if
think
a
that they-
baby
the baby's
throws
dead.
up, they're looking for
Yeah,
a
that
dead
time
baby in the
frame.
room, and if the baby throws up,
They
will
said
the cadaver dogs
actually-
still smell that there was a dead baby in there, even
And-
though there's like vomit in the room?
Mm,
He said yes.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
They're
Well,
different smells, and they're trained on different smells, so like that
Sources
shouldn't
say
at all
yes.
get in the way.
sources that we got.
Sources,
So it's
sources
kind of
say.
like-
then.
Bev, what do you
Oh.
think?
Thanks, love you.
Me?
Bye.
Bev, yeah, what do you think?
I think it's too soon to tell because
Mhm.
they're making it out like it's Marco. They're making it out like
For
it's
sure.
Cynthia. They're kind of making it like it's mom because mom has depression. She takes pills. She was drinking. So it's kind of like, I'm not sure on who, but I'm thinking it has to be Cynthia and Marco because when they went to go smoke their little cig, it doesn't make sense.
How they
No
didn't
one
hear
else
anybody go in the
was out
bathroom, like in the.
Yeah.
How they didn't hear anybody go out in the backyard.
Exactly. Didn't hear anyone. And I also think they have this weird flirty relationship. So they might have concocted some stupid plan to like steal the baby and like have a life together. But I think that's just the stupidest thing ever too at the same time.
No, but actually,
What if like
Yeah, that's true.
But
remember in
wait.
chapter 5 when Marcos is like he's like standing off to the side, you know, and like her family's around her and he's like feels super left out, you know? Like what if Cynthia is because Marcos like his inner thoughts, you know, he's like I could never hurt my baby. So like what if like his inner thoughts like makes him innocent, but like Cynthia is like fucking crazy, and what if she's like obsessed with him and she's like, oh, he's like doesn't want Anne or whatever
That
the fuck her name
family,
more
if
because
we
she's
kill
super
him.
depressed. Yeah,
Mhm.
and she's like, oh, he doesn't want to be with her. He just is like, he just won't do anything about it. So like, I can take the baby, and then like, he doesn't have to stay with her anymore or some shit.
But
I
no
thought
one's
about
talking
that.
about the parents because the parents don't like Marco.
That's
So
true.
the parents honestly truly could have done something to where it's like, I'm taking the baby. You're not going to find out because I have all the money in the world.
But which one of
to
the parents?
just-
Because the mom, we haven't really seen
Heard
much
much
of her.
from it. Right.
The dad seems like a cunt.
But like
Right.
their reaction to their grandbaby being lost, stolen, like
know
I
what
would
you
have
mean.
raised all hell, and they
Know
were just
it?
like, "Come here,
Right.
Let me
Now's
hug
not the
you."
time.
Like what?
For stoicism. Now's not the time.
But you know what's crazy though, because going from chapter 3 to chapter 4, it like, or I guess whichever chapter the parents come in, you see that they're obviously like in shock. But I think the most sus person in the entire like room is Marco, and here's why. And here's why, because
Okay.
when he was talking, like he was like, you know, super scared and stuff like that, while like the wife is like, obviously she's drunk but she doesn't understand what's going on, but he's really sus and he's all pale like the book was describing. I'm like, you know, I understand if like your child was missing and stuff like that, and I know you're fucked up because you didn't want to tell the detective, but at the same time you're not
He's just too quiet. We're not getting his
Yeah.
POV on things.
exactly, you're only getting his mental thoughts and like as he's drunk, but like if he was sober he would have been like, okay, I fucked up.
I don't know.
Shit.
I
You know
also
what I mean?
think this too. I think it was very sketchy that all of a sudden Anne just forgot that, you know, oh, I changed the baby. For me, I'm like, you're looking sketchy. You're looking sketchy because if you forgot changed the baby and you gave him a whole different description, I'm like, you're suspect number one now. I thought it was
Yeah.
Marco. To me, you're suspect number one because
That's true.
But can we
Yeah,
also
it's
talk
just-
about Graham?
yeah.
I know,
Because
he's
I
over
don't-
there sitting all
well, wait.
quiet.
in the radar.
I don't think that the baby is actually Marco's.
Ooh.
Good.
Ooh,
Maybe
maybe
they've been-
grandma a little something, something.
How long have they been in the neighborhood though to suspect that?
Like, I just something is the relationship, because at the beginning of the book they were talking about how their relationship was on the rocks. Marco was acting a little bit differently ever since the baby had came. So I'm thinking like Marco probably found out that this baby, like the dates were not aligning with whatever happened. And Marco and Cynthia will clearly have this relationship because she's like, well, my man has slept with your wife, so we might as well make it known. I don't know. Something about it just seems the entire situation smells like a fish market. So
I don't want to do
See, the
spoiler
relationship
alert.
I'm like adamant on is that one between Cynthia and Marco. That's the one that seems sus to me. From the beginning, she's up his ass, smoking with him, being flirted. But like first page is, oh, she's flirting with him again. Here we
Right.
go. I'm sure
And
they're trying
Annie's
to
little bitch
I
ass, speak up.
literally. Also, you live next door. If you really wanted your man to leave and he checked on the baby an hour ago and you're like, dude, it's coming up on an hour and a half, wouldn't you just walk
Go.
over there yourself?
That
Why
was
do
some
you need
weak
him to
shit.
go with you? You
Yeah.
got the key? You
Marco,
can get it
gotta
from him?
go. Bitch, go
I don't
get your
understand.
child.
In a way, I
That's
also
true.
doubt it was Cynthia. Like, part of me is like, it's Cynthia, but the other part of me is like, no, it's not, because she's such the obvious choice.
Yes.
Mhm.
Like,
And I
why
don't think
would
this
they?
book is. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, she's so the obvious choice that it can't be her, because they basically implicate her in every way they possibly can, like on page 1.
True.
Yeah, they really do.
They like paint it to where it's her, and then this book gives me like a switcheroo, like, oh shit.
Yeah, we just don't know enough yet.
Just a
We
mailman.
don't know enough yet. I bet like in a
Yeah.
few chapters, because there's gonna be dirty shit coming up about every single person until they finally like reveal who it was.
Well, don't you
I have
think
a
it's so
question.
fucking
Mhm.
annoying that like they don't use the garage, like they pay extra to sit like park on the side because it's like convenient. I'm like, you guys are just making it look super sus.
But they
It's
said
like, you
everyone
guys-
does it, and everyone does, because there's like a ton of cars out there or whatever.
Didn't they say the
But
car?
you
Okay,
have
so
the locks open and like it doesn't
Right.
make sense.
But that's the thing sometimes, because my sister, they leave their they just empty everything out of their cars. She lives like deep in the city, and they empty everything out of their cars and leave them unlocked, because like when you live in a city, like your car is just going to get broken into. So it's
she
like
trying to
either
catch a
let the
check.
glass no, she's just like, let the glass get shattered and I have to pay for it, or leave the door unlocked and they'll search through the car and find that nothing's there. So it's like sometimes people do that when they live in certain areas. They'll leave everything unlocked because they know like that they're like, if people damage it, it's going to damage them more than if they.
I have a
Growing up
question
in
on
Chicago,
timeline,
that's how it
though.
was.
But
Yeah.
like a question on timeline, the
Oh.
lady that was like didn't like, she could have been literally the game changer on this, but she decided she didn't know what a car was.
Girl, because I was just about to say.
Sedan, 4 doors, anything.
I don't know how far you're in the chapter for people, but the lady that was describing the car that was like lights out or whatever. What time did she say? Did she say it was 12:37?
Yeah, she said it was
12:31.
12:30.
I'm not there
12.
yet. I think that's
Anything?
past chapter 5.
That sounds like it's past chapter 5.
Oh,
It
okay.
sure
So-
does.
Me and Arno were like,
well, it doesn't.
I'm like,
It
It's
still
like-
doesn't reveal anything, guys.
Chapter
It just,
5, like if you read after chapter
like-
5, that's literally where it's at. That's where I stopped too, because I was like, I need to stop.
y'all,
yeah,
I took notes.
because I left off. I mean, the
Irritated.
chapter 5 was frustrating too, because it ends with, once inside, the handler takes them upstairs and they start in the child's bedroom. It's like,
Right. I'm like,
end the
ew.
chapter.
okay,
Right,
wasn't
why
there two
would you
detectives?
say
Why isn't there always just one that Ralbach or what's his name? Ralbach? or
Rasbach?
Every time I see that, I
Ralbach?
get confused.
I was just gonna ask like what our
Girl,
views is on
shut
him.
Our
I
views
think
on him?
he's very he has to be very analytical about things. Like I like how he's like detached completely, because he really has to figure out the
Objective.
case. Yes, there you go. Very objective throughout the whole thing, because I mean, mom is freaking spiraling.
Spazzing out.
We've got dad over here that is in like needs to sober up. We've got the freaking, I don't know, like the father over here trying to assert his dominance. Well, let me know if you know.
Didn't we think that she was kind of sus
Yeah.
by yelling out like, "Oh, you think I killed my kid or whatever"? Y'all didn't think that was kind of sus? I'm like, what?
Well, it just clicked for her that they were cadaver dogs, not like search dogs. So
Oh, the grandma? You talking about the grandma?
No,
No, the
no.
wife. Whenever
Oh.
Marco's like, oh,
We're not
cadaver
there
dogs. Like,
yet.
oh, what? I thought you saw the cadaver dogs. Oh, never mind.
Well, we saw the
Let's-
cadaver dogs, but like at chapter 5 ends with the dogs going in.
Searching.
Oh,
we don't know
gotcha,
what
gotcha,
happens
gotcha.
after that.
Oh, okay. So I
Like I'm not sure.
Well,
like we don't know if they
know.
find
You
anything.
you don't know.
Well, yeah, well, sorry, I follow directions.
I also find it
Rule
so odd
follower.
that they're asking all of the neighbors questions, but we haven't heard anything from Cynthia and Graham. And they're
Right.
literally
right.
Valid.
Y'all didn't ask them first.
Right.
I feel like they would have been the first ones, considering that they were with them.
Yeah.
Right.
Like if you're
Yeah,
gonna
it's like
question them this
confirm their
hard.
story.
Yeah.
That's another
Like,
thing I
where
can't
they
get behind. They were outside smoking and kikiing outside. Only 2 people were inside. How the fuck does somebody supposedly walk to the backyard and take a kid, or even the front yard for that matter?
Well, I have a
When
question.
they see them,
Did they mention? Oh yeah, they did mention Cynthia and Graham, but like they haven't. The couple themselves aren't really pointing them as the number one suspect, even though
They
they're
aren't.
the last people they saw before they saw their
And-
kids.
And also,
Yeah.
Jamie, just to kind of just to kind of let you know, like he was really drunk. Like she sobered up before he did, like Marco, and he was even like the next day he was still trying to sober up, and he looked like shit. So I think he was pretty intoxicated.
yeah, that's true.
Next day. I'm
Conveniently.
still on the same day.
Also, the girl, the mom,
Disregard.
throwing up and then punching glass and says blood all over herself. Can't get over that.
Oh yeah, and then she like punched the
just
window. She goes, "This is your
herself.
fault."
Yeah, leaves it all over. She punched a mirror. She's throwing up
I'm
over
like,
herself.
okay, angsty teen, start
I
looking
was
for your
like,
kid.
girl, what are
Yeah.
you doing?
You know
That
what?
was so
Can
vivid.
we also talk about, and I'm curious to know,
Mm.
what do y'all guys picture these characters? Because I'm curious
I
to
was gonna
know.
say the same thing.
Yeah, have you
Play
pictured
them.
them?
Who would play them?
Yes, like who plays who? So let's start with
Have
Marco.
you
Who
guys
do you think
seen
Marco
what's
looks like?
that? Marco
No.
is who's the guy in it's like a newer Netflix show. Okay, he was in The Devil Wears Prada. He's Anne Hathaway's boyfriend.
Oh,
I
absolutely, absolutely,
Me
Marco.
too.
That is Marcos Conti. That's
What?
him.
Okay, I think Marco could be him or that guy. You guys remember Bad Moms Christmas or something? There was this Hispanic guy.
Oh, her Mila
Oh.
Kunis's husband in it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mhm.
That's who
I
I think
saw that
Marco
too.
too.
Like
my
Ashton
God.
Kutcher.
Wait, not
No,
Ashton
Ashton
Kutcher.
Kutcher.
Oh, you're talking about the guy in the movie. You always heard
Bad
Mila
Moms-
Kunis's husband.
Yeah,
Nope,
no, Bad
got,
Moms Christmas. The dude that's Jay Hernandez. That's who I think he looks
Oh,
like.
okay. I know you're
Jay
talking about.
Hernandez.
Like,
What about
this is
Anne?
Marco.
It's Anne, right? Yeah, Anne. Anne's
Yeah,
just some
that's Marco for me too.
basic, pretty-ish like white bitch. I don't know.
Oh, Anne's giving me Cameron
Pretty-ish.
Diaz. Cameron Diaz.
I
Wait,
feel like
why?
she's not
Anne is
You think Cameron
not
Diaz?
Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, someone like
She's
that.
because
brunette vibe.
Rosbach said she was pretty. Like Rosbach's first impression was like, oh, she's pretty, but the entire like first chapter is like all about how fucking insecure she is. So she's not necessarily the prettiest woman in the room all the time, but she's pretty. Like she just doesn't realize that she's
So
pretty.
that's the thing, though.
But
Like
at the same
Cameron
time,
Diaz
is
goes into
anyone
a
pretty?
room.
I
Aren't
am.
we all?
Well, no, Cameron
like-
Diaz goes into a room. Like
Bev,
she's gonna be
like,
the
speak for
prettiest bitch
yourself.
in there.
No, but like, is anyone really feeling pretty after they just like pushed a baby out
That's
of
part
them?
of her depression for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
It could be like Kirsten Dunst or Kirsten Dunst. Kirsten.
That's a good one.
Kirsten
Kirsten
Dunst.
Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst, yeah, I can see that.
I'm getting Anne.
Oh
is
my
like a
gosh,
brunette, and
Kirsten-
Cynthia is a blonde for some
Cynthia
reason.
gives me blonde vibes.
Cynthia has
You
some
know,
blonde.
Cynthia gives
I got
me
brunette.
I feel offended.
Oh wait, Cynthia?
Cynthia
She's
gives
blonde.
me Parent Trap
Or-
bitch that tried to take the dad
Yes!
away from the toy.
You know who I was
Oh my
thinking?
gosh, I love her.
Did you guys watch 365 Days, that whole sex show?
Oh my god,
No.
yeah.
Oh wait.
Yes.
So there,
The main
there was
character?
yes, there was
The guy.
There was the girl who like introduced the chick that's going through it. She's like, hey, come over to our house and let me show you. And pretty much it was like a big ass orgy house, but Cynthia reminds me of that blonde chick where she's super uptight, she doesn't have any kids yet, and she's just very like
Bev,
no
how many
kids.
times did you watch that to
You-
remember
you know
that blonde?
No, but
A lot.
actually, I think actually Cynthia for me reminds me of, if y'all guys will have seen Devious Maids, the
Babes.
really pretty like Latina one,
The
like pointy
Marisol.
nose, Marisol.
Marisol?
Yes. I don't
Oh.
know what her real name is. Hold on, let me look it up.
It's
Oh,
I dig that.
Anna Ortiz.
and
Anna
yeah,
Ortiz.
Anna Ortiz.
Because
Yeah.
they said how Cynthia was very like, oh, you know,
Is
boobs are
Cynthia
out,
blonde or brunette?
black hair. They said
Brunette.
Yeah, I
black
pictured Anne being the blonde and Cynthia being like a dark haired, light eyed kind of girl, like
I
a
did
Yeah.
too.
that type.
I
like very
pictured
big
her
skin
as
tone.
I pictured Cynthia as Christine from Selling Sunset. Like that is
Oh
the
my God,
Oh,
yes. Like,
Shut up.
villain. Christine.
crazy.
the personality and all is giving me very much so like Christine vibes.
What about, okay, so I'm thinking Anna could also be, and this is like, you know, no pun to 50 Shades of Grey, but the main character from 50 Shades of Grey.
God. You know what? On that,
just-
actually, to be honest with you,
That could be.
Anne gives me, and because I recently just watched this. You guys know Jessica Chastain? She did
Yes.
Yes.
a movie
Oh,
with
She's
what's his
beautiful.
name?
yeah, she's beautiful.
She did a show
So-
with that guy. What's his name? The Jewish dude.
Yeah. He's
Oh,
from Dune.
Homegirl? Hold on, I'll show you.
She's the
Oh,
girl in
wait.
that
She
movie
has-
about
I'll show you.
poker or whatever.
It's like
right?
a marriage scene. It's called A Marriage Scene. So I give me that
No,
that
I
vibe,
see
the whole
Angelina
setting.
Jolie.
Angelina Jolie. Oh, okay.
In
That's
where?
Jessica Chastain. In where?
Oh wait.
Bitch, where? I'm curious. Where do you find energy struggling? There's
Scenes
not a
from a
movie.
marriage. Oscar Isaac and Jessica Chastain. Have you guys seen that? That's the vision I see
Yeah,
on that first
just-
opening chapter, from chapter 1 to chapter like 5.
Yeah.
Them with couple vibes. I don't know if you ever seen that, but that's what it gave me.
I can see Marco looking like Oscar Isaac, TBH, don't you say that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like dark hair, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what
Latino
But
about
he was
Yeah.
also
Did anyone-
fair skinned.
Oh, that's
Mm.
true.
Fair skin's like what, really white?
Yeah.
No, I was thinking more like like
Just more
Pale.
pale for an Italian person,
Or an
right?
Italian? Ooh,
His
Mark
last name
ain't
is
cute then.
Conti.
Oh,
Well,
he
'cause
is
he's
Italian.
Italian,
He's
right?
probably
but-
Sicilian.
Yeah. So he has to be like, so he most likely has like really dark hair. Not necessarily tan, but he definitely has dark hair.
Okay.
Well, just because of where
Like,
everyone's
definitely. It's a book. We
Don't
don't
y'all
know.
think
Yeah, exactly. That's just
don't y'all
that's
think we
why.
could probably finish by the end of the month, or you guys want to extend it to like December?
oh
In
girl,
December.
I can be.
We could finish this by the end of the month for sure.
I can finish it.
Yeah, I'm like
Oh.
right here so far. I don't know if y'all can
These chapters are
see.
short.
No.
Mm-hmm. The chapters are so
Okay.
short.
Chapters are
don't
short.
know.
Yeah, we could finish this by the month. Because it was easy to finish that
Mhm.
by this is off topic, but can I request that we month before the beginning of the month, can we like decide on the book like a week before so we all have time to like order it?
Mhm.
Because not all of us use Amazon. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Girl,
agree.
you
and I
use
already
Amazon?
have
That
my
makes sense.
boat.
I don't mind Amazon, but I try to buy from other businesses.
Andre.
I already know which one.
What's the
That's
next book that we're thinking of? Oh, sorry. Let's stay on topic. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright,
wait,
we can-
whoa,
we can-
whoa,
we can-
whoa.
But can we
loop back
also
around to this
discuss
in
the
10
cover
minutes.
of the book?
Let's discuss.
Yes.
I didn't even realize it's a woman's face. Oh my god, I thought it was fire.
Oh, it
Let me
is.
Right.
No,
Is
didn't know
the
that.
couple next door. I bet you that's
Is it brown
Cynthia,
hair?
too.
Is it red
It
hair?
looks like Cynthia. All roughed
It
up
looks
and chic.
blonde.
Oh, it is. Maybe that might be a clue.
She killed her
There's
daughter.
a female face.
I thought it was
She
fire. That's a
killed
really
her
good
daughter.
picture.
Plot twist, there
You
is
killed
no
the
kid.
daughter.
But
Oh
even
my
still,
God.
like literally,
Go, baby.
Sick.
look in the little thing on the back, like it's talking about how Anna and Marco both soon discover that the other is keeping secrets
Oh.
that they've kept for years. The shocking truth will leave you breathless, kind of like Cora, probably at this point.
Oh,
Cora?
That's their kid name.
The baby.
Yeah, the names in this book drive me nuts.
God.
Cora?
What do we
You're
think
stupid
about
on
Cora,
that.
baby.
by the way?
I
was-
used to watch a kid named Cora. That's a
Every
kid.
Cora was a baby at some point.
Oh, okay.
But what'd you say? What do we think about what?
The baby's name, because when I was like Cora, I was like, okay, that was
Legend
random.
though? Legend.
Right?
Like
I'm
it.
confused. I mean, it's very
Brand.
like New York. So like
They
it's
definitely live in Chelsea. That's my wait, or did they say where they live? Because I feel like they live in Chelsea, New York.
You're
Upstate.
just
No.
picturing something different.
You made that up.
Now that we know the cover, because Cindy's obviously on the cover, Annie is obviously a redhead.
What'd you call her, Bob?
And
Oh, I thought you said uni. What is that?
I think it's
Is she-
wait, but like, are we forgetting also that she's super rich? And like her family's like
Right.
well off as well. So like they
15
probably
million?
do live in like Chelsea or like Manhattan or whatever rich place in New York that is. I don't
Well, that's
know.
what she said. It's like it's okay that the door was left unlocked because it's a good neighborhood, or the garage is. I don't know. They're just so trusting. It's so fucking stupid.
She was like, everyone does it. It's just we're living a safe neighborhood. And I'm like, girl.
Well, whose kid got stolen?
I mean,
Maybe not everyone
yeah.
should be doing.
Watch
at the
Cynthia
same
knows that
time,
they're rich. Watch Cynthia knows that they're rich, and so they plan a gathering. Say no kids, take them away from their house so they can steal the baby and then get the ransom.
Well, no one left anything. There wasn't a note or anything.
Oh, you're right.
And even
You
then,
know,
it's been like a
yeah.
day and still nothing.
I'm still going back to the parents because their reaction was very just like, bleh.
Well,
Like her
But
mom.
like the thing, it's like, but in
know.
real life, even like in real life, it's the same where it's like you can never really judge by someone's reaction because people process
Yeah.
things differently. And like a person who goes through something horribly traumatic literally might freeze. And like
that's the thing, though. It's not like-
bawl
that's
and
true. That's
scream.
very true.
That's the thing, though. It's a book, so whatever they're leaving out is what we should be noticing. Not like, oh, in real life people are
Yeah.
like this. Like they only give us what they want us to know.
I feel like us as the audience are not at all clued in on what the fuck is going on.
yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Like
But
they're
I'm
not
just
giving.
like, oh my bad, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, yeah, go ahead. No, you're good.
Well, because I'm just thinking about how like Marco paints their picture out to be like super bad, like they hate him, this, that, and the other. So I was definitely expecting like a reaction from them where it was just like, Marco, this is your fault. I told you.
Yeah, you son of a bitch or something like that.
Yeah, like, and I told you this wasn't a good idea for you to go with him, but you did it anyways. But like, there was none of that. I don't know.
I think
the
it's
father
also
just
because
was
the
like,
detective
my
is
card.
there. Yeah, I think it's also because the detective is there, and as like people with money, they want to paint this perfect picture of themselves. And so when the detective leaves, they're probably gonna say some shit or something.
Yeah.
But we also know that she is also a little crazy, and so the
Yeah,
question
very
is, who
much
did she
so.
get it from? Because she
You're the
literally
one-
punched the window, like she punched the glass.
Well, you're the one
Yeah.
that said that everyone goes through postpartum depression, and then you're like, but then she's psychotic.
Yeah, but
Which one
like
is it?
I don't know, like definitely postpartum, but she
Little
punched
cuckoo,
like
huh?
the window.
She's cuckoo.
Yeah, like she's the
She pulled a Scott Disick.
Oh, stupid.
That's like stupid under the card dash.
Broken glass, bloody hands, and shit.
Yes.
I can't.
Also, how are they working in that amount of throw up? Like, I would have not been able to do that.
Literally.
the way
Really
that she
did that much
described
throw up?
it.
Did I miss that chapter? Because I felt like there wasn't.
It was like the first one when the baby. It was literally right when they found out that the baby was gone. And she was just like, I just
Shit.
grew up everywhere, Like-
Okay.
everywhere.
Clearly, I was not really paying attention.
Claire, yeah.
My
You
ADD
were
was like,
skimming.
I gotta get
Cindy
through
was
it.
focused on other things. Yeah.
No, I
trying
was
to
just
figure out
trying to
who the
figure out why
suspect
Anna wasn't
was.
speaking the fuck up. I was like, girl, you're meek as fuck. You need to step the fuck up. and
Meek,
fire that bitch.
right?
And the one that lost her child.
Yeah.
Went through postpartum depression.
Yeah,
Who
Anne
also
gives
her
me.
husband does not like because she's going
I
through
think
that, and
Anne's
on
a
top of that-
victimizer. Girl, you come from a rich family. You're cute. Whatever.
Yeah, like
You
how
know,
did you
like-
get Marco in the first place if there was no freaking anything? Like
I think that everyone
confidence.
believes that they're like the right one. It's like that Thanos effect. Like if you see their perspective enough, you'll be like, oh, poor her. You know, like I don't
Right.
know.
But going based off of like this TV show that I watched, I can't remember what it was from, which TV show it was.
Okay, good start.
But like they were rich. I think it was Crazy Rich Asians.
Oh,
And
that's
I love that movie.
I thought you were gonna say something like
So
Indie,
good.
and you're like
Such a good movie.
Crazy Rich Asians.
I was like, okay.
but like they like break up at the end of the movie because one wasn't
Spoilers.
showing them enough attention. And I feel like that's kind of what's going on with Marco and Anne, is that
Mhm.
she's not, although like they started off really good, she's rich, she's like Romeo and Juliet, like no, but you can only go so far at one point where it's like, if you're not loving me in the way that you're supposed to be loving me, then we're gonna go, which could have drove him psychotic.
Maybe. I'm very
I don't fucking
interested
feel
to
bad
find
for
out.
him though.
I'm
Anxious to find out
excited.
what.
I'm anxious to find out like what our perspectives are like after finishing the book. We're like, God damn it, like because I'm recording this, so everyone's opinion will probably be like
Oh,
180. I'm like, I knew it was the babysitter. Like or
literally
something
be
like
like,
We all said something
I'm
pretty
telling you.
different, so one of us is bound to be right, hopefully.
that. Right.
yeah.
You
Those
know,
think-
radical ideas.
the baby levitated. Mind boggling.
There was literally
It's like Jack
the
Jack.
baby just walked away.
That the baby wasn't real.
That would be
Who,
so
yeah,
like
who
the
was it that was like,
Exorcist
there's
or
no
something
baby?
like
If
That's
the
what it
baby
is.
wasn't
There's
real,
no
I'd
There's
be
no baby.
I'm
dead.
levitating.
Like some
There's a
Gonzo
baby,
shit.
okay? There's a baby. The grandparents are involved. There is a baby.
No, like
Yeah.
literally before the parents came, I was like, this baby is like, I literally have it in my notes. And I was like, this baby is not real. She's having postpartum because she lost the baby. Like she had a
It's like an
miscarriage.
ectopic
But
pregnancy.
that means
Oh.
Marco's having postpartum because what? Marco's also dreaming of this.
Yeah.
Look, I
Oh.
was thinking that I was
Well,
thinking
Marco's
that
trying
the
to calm her
baby
down
would have
and-
probably been either gone when Marco went the last time, because he said he didn't necessarily look, he didn't even turn on the light. He just glanced.
Loser.
Oh,
Loser.
Like, what the fuck? Like, how do you just walk in your fucking house unlocked and you just peek? Like, you might as well just not even
No,
fucking go,
guys,
bitch. Like, what
The
the fuck?
sketchier thing that he said too was he goes, "Oh, I didn't even use the front door.
The
I
front
used
door.
the back door." I was like, "What the fuck is that?" So one
Literally.
person's using one door. I'm like, "No, that's miscommunication. That's bad parenting 101. Y'all fucked up. Period."
yeah, they already left the child. We already know.
Actually,
They
like,
left,
they
yeah.
genuinely, yeah, they were
Now,
just
did
like,
they
we're
have?
fine.
I was confused. Did they have the monitor with them when they're at the neighbor's house? Because that was one of the situations they did.
Yeah.
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 So why
They
weren't
did.
they like,
They did.
why did they check
The-
the
it was
Girl,
remote?
broken.
It's
It was broken.
Yeah,
Oh.
they broke it.
Guess who broke it? Guess who broke it?
Can you
Who
believe
I
broke
missed
it?
that.
Anna,
That
That
the
makes a lot
president,
more sense.
anxious
Didn't
Anna.
they-
Wait, was it broken?
Didn't they
It's-
say
Oh.
that they
It
couldn't
said-
see?
I think
But they
Beverly's
could
on
hear.
a little head.
They could hear Abby, but they couldn't see. Like, come on.
Okay, they
Like,
could
you
hear
really-
it, but they couldn't see on the baby monitor.
Okay.
They couldn't even get a dog.
Yeah.
I'm just
Like to
saying, like a dog to
protect,
stay at
like a
home.
dog,
Yeah.
Right, Jado? They couldn't even get a
Dogs
dog.
get super protective.
They
over
couldn't just
babies.
stay
They
at
should.
home?
Roxy, Roxy,
Yeah,
clearly.
that-
This man would not let anyone
She
walk in his house
hears
without
us
letting me
talking
know.
about her.
Loud as hell. Right.
It's
I just feel like there was a lot of different
because-
things that they could have
No.
done
Yeah,
to
but they
actually
didn't.
prevent this.
They're like, we don't
Yeah,
want to be that
like,
couple,
we're-
but you're literally that couple.
You're absolutely that couple.
Yeah.
You're
are.
the poster
Because
child of that
honestly-
couple.
The whole, like, when it starts and they're like, oh yeah, the babysitter couldn't come, and so now it's kind of just like, we'll just check on the baby from time to time. Like, what? How did that make sense to you?
Were
On
they
top of that,
going
you go
to
a
check on the
birth-
baby inside the house, right? They were going inside the house and they had the monitor
Yeah.
on them. Okay.
Yeah, you know,
I mean,
there's an
to be
actual
fair,
case
like they
this.
did share a wall. Is
There's
there?
an
What is
actual
it?
case. Yeah, it's I listened to my murder mystery, but it was like there's this couple and their family. They usually go to, I think it was like somewhere in Europe. And they stay at this hotel that had like a restaurant like connecting. And so like the sweet hotel that they were in, like their kids were sleeping. They had twin babies and then another child that was like a little bit older, and they would check every 30 minutes, exactly the same. And then one of the times they checked, the kid, like the oldest child, was gone, completely gone. And they have yet to find the child. They said that someone said that they saw, yeah, this is real. Like I was listening to my mother. That's why it sounded so familiar when I saw it. I'm like, oh wow. But yeah, so I don't know. That's what it's like. Who could have done it?
But it's
because
hard.
a lot
Well,
of
honestly,
in real
can't you
life,
see it, though?
the people thought it was the parents that did it because they were also being really sketchy and like the rental car that they had and all this other stuff. So I don't know.
I see the, like, I don't know that I would do it, but like I also don't have kids, so like I can't say for sure, but like I honestly I see it a little bit. Like I feel for them a little bit because like it wasn't just neighboring houses. They said they have a shared wall, so it's like a townhouse situation. So like they're literally basically in their own house.
And
like
you
they're
didn't
literally
hear your
right
child?
there. Their child, well, I mean, like babies are babies. They're not going to cry every time someone picks them up. Like it wouldn't be crazy for like a stranger to walk in, just pick up the baby and leave. Like the baby,
Coo
it's
a couple
baby.
times and then
Babies
Especially
don't
if
do
it's
anything.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what,
Like-
Abby, though, you brought up a really good fact, the whole crying
Mhm.
situation, because I remember there was one part in the story where he was like, the baby didn't like the wife, but it really liked Marco a lot, and Marco would just have a great time. But anytime like she would try to pick up the baby, it would cry. So I'm like,
El abuse.
either A, the baby's real, or B, Marco was a part of this because that's the only way the baby would have left the house without
Yeah, that's
any
true.
noise.
Like
See?
it knew the person, like the smell, like the feel. It like was comforted, so it might have known the person.
Sorry, which
like
chapter?
it.
I need you to highlight that shit because that's
Yeah,
important.
because I don't remember that in that.
Okay, let
It's
me.
chapter
No,
5.
I remember.
You guys, Cindy.
That's chapter 5.
Because
LOL.
I have it on my phone, but like when I find it, I'll send it to y'all and be like,
It's
yeah,
chapter 5.
So she's like telling us. She's like telling
It's
us.
chapter 5. It's chapter
Okay.
5. He says like he's like I love, or he's talking about how like me and the baby like had our own special bond, and like we have our own time, and like we have a separate thing from Anne. Like
It was
Marcos
when
and
the
the baby
parents were
have their
there.
own thing. Yeah, when the
Got it.
parents
When
were
he like
there in chapter
excluded
5.
them.
Thinking about
I think
it.
that it's kind of like a getaway plan, maybe for like him to just be like, I'm gonna take this baby and leave. But I don't really think that it's
Oh.
Anne or Marco.
Good money.
Like
Yeah.
their reactions are like
Right. She's the money bags. I mean, unless he's gonna take the ransom, like the.
Well, no, like
Well, no.
if you really
Money.
think about it though, based on their reactions, like you can't expect them to just be like, this is what's going on, yada yada yada. Like they are in shock.
Right.
Like if you hit someone, you're gonna be like, oh shit, like what happened? So I don't know, like looking back on it, and it's like, well, this happened, yada yada yada. Like you can't blame them for going next door.
No,
Like,
like
I
I
leave
get
my
it. Like you're
door
wanting a social life, like especially you just had a kid. Like she's going through postpartum depression. She's not communicating with him. He's not communicating with her.
Here's the only
Like-
thing about that is that's like second baby shit. First baby shit. You ain't going next door leaving the baby in the house.
Right.
But doesn't
Not
she talk about how like
second.
Marco was the one that was like, it'll be fine, and she was the one that was like, I don't
Very
want to,
hesitant.
but he
Yeah.
like made her feel bad for it. Like he made her like he guilted her
Manipulation.
into going,
Yeah.
and she did not
Yeah.
want to.
In this
So, like-
situation, if you guys were Annie, what would you guys do? Would you guys stay?
I was gonna ask that. Like, how do y'all think that their relationship is
going
going
anywhere.
to
What the
heated
fuck?
after that? You know, I'm very
What
curious to see if they like they bond over this and losing a child together, or whether they're like they split and like because
I guess it
Yeah.
really just depends on who took the kid, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like,
I
I don't
know
even know my
it's-
wife anymore. Like,
I know
I
it's
think
like
it's
I know
gonna
it's not
split
real
them
life,
up.
but
This might split them up for sure.
Yeah,
It's like,
because they're
I know
already
it's
on
not-
a rough patch.
yeah,
Yeah,
I know
they're
it's
not
not
on the
like
same
real
page.
life, but like in like I know it's not real life, but at the same time, it's like if it's good writing, it's gonna be realistic and believable. And in real life, almost all couples split up when something happens to their kid. It's
Yeah.
very rare that a couple makes it.
Like
Very
Devious Maids, season 1.
If they do make it, they killed Cora.
Oh,
Yeah, if they make it, they were in it together.
They
or
killed
like
Cora.
one
Yeah.
of them.
Like,
yeah.
Okay, what you tell me at the
Yeah,
end?
all
They
we
killed
have
the
to
baby.
Genuinely, yeah.
All we have to do is go to the last freaking 2 pages of the book and read what happens, and we'll.
I just
The
like kind of
author's
skimmed
like-
through and I just saw someone's name and I was like, I
Meryl,
literally
you're
just did this. I was like,
Meryl, you're missing
No,
the point
ma'am.
of a book club. You're missing the point of a book club.
Exactly.
We're in this together.
Is this everyone's first book
We're-
club, or have you
We're
guys
in
been
this
in other book
together.
clubs?
We don't skip ahead.
Well, I've done one in high school
This
many
is my
times,
first
but
book
like it
club.
was all boring. Like boring books I
My
didn't want
first
to read.
time.
Yeah.
I've been
Everyone said
wanting
that
to do a
there's gonna
book
be
club for the
sex.
longest time.
where do y'all see there's gonna be sex
y'all
in here?
did the 50 Shades of Grey one.
Yeah, but
remember?
what's
So honestly, a little
I'm just trying to
disappointed.
figure out
I
where
won't
there's
be
gonna be
feeling
sex.
Hard.
Beverly
Meryl's
wants
like, what
fucking-
page?
No, but seriously, I'm like, there's already so much turmoil and like disdain for each other. There's no way they're touching each other.
I know
unless
that
it's
thing
gonna
is
be
when it
weird.
comes
No,
to
the hate sex?
Marco hates
Babe. Babe, something's gotta.
Waiting.
Oh my
I'm
god.
They've got to make another Cora.
No.
After
like
Cindy
24
said yesterday,
hours.
Cindy said if they do have sex, they kill Cora because how do you have sex when your child is gone?
I mean, that's true. That's true.
Come on.
True. How could you
Like
possibly?
y'all ain't fucking, but this death of your baby is getting y'all horny.
Right,
Like, that's it, bro.
right. Right. Ken and Barbie killers type shit.
True.
I think
But
it's gonna be
there
more
might
of,
not
like,
be a sex scene with them.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Cynthia and
It doesn't
Marco.
matter how people grieve.
I feel like it's gonna be Graham and
Anne?
I'm telling you. Yeah, just the way that she described, like the lack of description, yet the description for Graham, and just how like
Sincere.
But
Yeah,
Graham
he's
didn't sound like he
sincere.
was very communicative at all.
Yeah, she was like, I sat and talked with him because I felt bad for him.
Bad, exactly. So I'm
Bad
like,
for
I don't really
him
think there's a connection.
Because he
Would
like
you
was
not feel
being
bad?
awkward. No.
But if you
Bad,
take
bad.
it from but if you take it from this perspective of this is your child, your wife is literally over there, titties deep in my man at this point, like I would feel bad and I would talk to you too. Like
He said not
That
titties
made my
deep.
night. Titties deep in my
Say
man.
it. Let's just say
Close
it.
that.
Let's just say it.
like I don't know. I just feel like there's some sort of relationship that's gonna come from that if it has not already happened. And I don't know. She's just not describing him completely. And I'm
You
ready
feel like
to
she's
see
watering
more
that
from
grand
him.
plan a little bit, huh? Like we're not actually we're not getting it yet, but we're gonna get it. Some
Well,
kind of
yeah.
Watering the Graham plant.
Yes, and because you guys think about this. She said Cynthia and Marco obviously have this weird flirty chemistry, which means the couple hangs out obviously together a
Yeah.
lot. So she's downplaying the fact that her and Graham, she's like, well, I'm just there because I felt bad. But I'm like, no, what's the relationship between you and Graham? Because if they have a relationship, you must have some sort of relationship. And y'all could be concocting some like plan.
like look at those two. They're always doing whatever.
Exactly.
Y'all gotta have
True.
something to
Like
talk
y'all forget
about.
that this was his dinner party. Like this was his birthday dinner party. This wasn't just like
Yeah,
yeah, this
that's
wasn't
true.
just like let's get together. It was his birthday dinner party.
Guys, this is gonna
That's
shut me
true.
off in 1 minute. I feel like we definitely went in deep with these 5 chapters. The Zoom session will actually shut off at 8 o'clock. However, we're all agreeing. End of the month, we're finishing.
I don't.
think that
We
should
can't like do
definitely
like
have
another.
one.
Yeah, I'm saying like another in
Yeah.
between.
Should we just do
Like,
every
5 chapters.
is that too much? I don't know.
No,
Oh no, like I'm here for it. That's what a book club is all
Same.
about.
every
Every
5
once a
chapters.
week? Or what?
Are y'all
Yeah,
down
I'm
for
okay
that?
with that. Yeah.
I
We
would,
could
I wouldn't
probably-
mind once a week.
Y'all have 30 seconds to decide.
No, more
Basically.
than 10. I'm literally looking at the thing right now.
We can text
This
about
is like
it.
the.
Meryl, what are you showing?
I'm like trying to show the freaking. Anyways, it's 8, but I'll send you
You
guys a
guys-
picture.
It might not turn off right away, but it's gonna turn off nonetheless.
Cindy, I'm
Are
not
we
gonna
gonna-
lie. I
think
got
it's
the
charging you after
notification that said that we have unlimited minutes. I don't know, but I got that. So I was like, did I keep me on
Oh,
it?
Jamie, I got that too.
You
Ah,
did.
thank
Okay.
God.
So I was like-
instead of 40 minutes, it's gonna give you till an hour. It says
Like
like from
Cindy
40 minutes to
said.
an hour.
Cindy has a thing.
Unless if it keeps going, I don't mind. It's it is what it is.
It starts
But,
charging you.
It's hard.
Yeah,
Guys,
it starts
we
We
could
can
charging.
do
probably
5 a
Yeah, it
week
starts charging my
or 5
my
every
card.
2 weeks, or because there's 37
What
chapters.
can we get to chapter 20? Because it's 36 chapters. Can we all read back to
Yeah.
chapter 20 for the next meeting?
Hold on.
That'd be
I'm
kinda
on a
cool.
sticky
Well,
note.
when is the next meeting?
Let me get one
like
too.
next week or what?
Next week.
Is that what that's what I was saying? I was
No,
like, when are we?
You don't think I'll have that kind of
Chapters
time,
by
baby
next week?
girl?
Wait, can we?
Yes,
If we
so
figure out next week, we really need to be diligent because it's my move-in week. So I need
Oh,
to figure
yeah.
out.
It's
If-
also my birthday.
Let's just do-
Is it?
Yeah, it is. Cindy's
Well, it's also
birthday.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's
week.
your
Oh, it's
birthday was
not my
the
birthday.
29th.
And a
Y'all, it's
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Okay, so
week.
maybe no next week.
Andre,
not
I
next
thought
week.
we were through
So
29.
let's do in 2 weeks, because then
Right.
2 weeks allows enough time for 15
It's in my
chapters.
planner.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, so 2 weeks is
Yeah,
December
Yeah, and
1st.
guess what? In exactly 2 weeks, it is the last day of November.
Oh,
So
wow.
we could just do that. We could just do 2 weeks from now, Tuesday the 30th.
Okay.
Yeah. Tuesday the 30th, we'll at least get to chapter 20 if you can get there. If you're finished, whatever, but there's no stopping. If you feel like it's juicy after 20, continue.
After 20.
I'm probably gonna read it
but
tonight.
Shouldn't we,
cap.
Oh,
shouldn't we
Can
try
we
to
also-
finish? by the end of the
oh
month
no,
or
I didn't mean to cut you off.
What did you say,
I'm
Abby?
sorry. No, it's the computer. It's hard to like someone will start talking and then it's like someone is also talking and you don't know. You go.
I thought that.
I'm done.
Go on, Ray.
Oh, I was just gonna say like notes. Like I guess I take notes as I go. Like if a thing pops in my head, I'm literally like, bitch, I'm writing it down. Like I don't know. Like for me, I just want to know like what your thoughts are literally throughout and like what made you think that. If that makes
Right.
sense.
Mhm.
Okay.
Like kind of like
I think I like what he's trying to say is like, let's have, now that we've had our first run, let's have a structure to the second one. We'll log in advance. Everyone will log in on time, but we go through, we go through each chapter though, but kind of like within parts. We'll be like, okay, we'll talk about like, all right, we're on chapter 6. Let's talk about, 2 little points. Everyone makes their points. We jump to 7, just so it's like you are able to hit your like, I did have a question at this part. You know what I mean? If you do write notes, because I see what you're saying. Like sometimes I'll read something and I'm like, ooh, that's a good question. Has anyone else thinking about this? But like, you never know until it gets.
I can do that on my Kindle, but if you guys have like, yeah, I mean, that's a good idea. Like that's the next, I feel like for the next one, we can make it that way. In honor, if you want to curate it to where you like say, hey, Bev, on chapter 5, like, or chapter 7, what were your notes? Like, what did you think about whatever, what did you write down or what did you get from it? And then you can kind of have a little discourse on your own. But I think it was a good way to see how committed we all were to this thing, which is why we did a good job to do a little pulse check. So the next one can definitely be that way,
Yeah.
That works.
honestly, I enjoy this. I'm like
Me
Mhm.
too.
But-
super happy.
Me too.
Yeah.
Very excited.
I feel
But
like
I'm
we're
gonna
on
go
the
eat
Upper
dinner
East
now.
Side.
So
Okay,
wait,
guys.
did we decide on the
Guys.
30th?
30th of November.
2 weeks from today.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll send you
Did
guys
we
the
decide on the
Zoom.
time?
Same time.
Same time or
Same time would be good.
same time is
Yeah.
ideal.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Cool.
works.
I'll send you guys the recording so you can see your beautiful faces. Happy Taco Tuesday.
Bye.
Yay.
Bye.
I
Bye.
I didn't know you. I'm joking.